Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Luke again, and today we're going to be talking about the most boring thing on a film set.
It's the camera cart, a simple but necessary piece of gear, usually just 2 shelves and wheels. The thing is, camera carts don't have to be dull, so I decided to change that.
Well, you have my interest. I mean, look, I tried to convince you not to do this. I don't even want to be here right now. And I gotta be honest, you're so stubborn that this whole thing actually intrigued me. I don't actually know what's happening today. I know that you built a cart of some kind, and apparently the words "I will blow your mind" was pitched to me. I could not refuse this.
If the camera would like to look around, we do have.
There's custom ones over here made of iron.
Personally, I go cart crazy. I go quite cart crazy here.
This is just the ones in this room.
This is my camera cart.
Do I open my eyes
You
now?
can open your eyes now.
Oh.
This is... Will's giggling behind the camera.
When do you make the modifications?
I made the modification.
Oh.
Modifications have to be quite simple. You've seen this cart before. I've had this for quite a while. But if I could take you through it for a second.
Okay, yeah, give me the tour.
Inovativ carts. The main cart out there is the Inovativ cart, $3,800. To you, does that sound like a lot of money for something so boring?
I've used that money to buy a car before.
Yeah, and see, and
Many
that's just
times.
a cart. So
A car, C-A-R.
the challenge I gave myself was to make this cart for less than like $1,500.
Okay.
And make it like a very usable, in some ways, actually most ways, better than an Inovativ cart in my mind. The previous generation lava cart system, which basically turns it into it already does half the job for me. It does a lot of the work. It makes it really nice, gives me some hooks and things. I then installed a side shelf that you can get from Rock and Roller, and then I put a piece of cardboard on top of it with some tape to make it look kind of nice, but it peeks out right there. So that holds...
You added the cardboard to make it look nice.
Yeah, the modification was the
Okay.
cardboard.
Okay, that's part of the modification.
So it's a nice flat surface, and then I have my DJI battery. This is a massive 1,000 watt-hour battery, and that runs everything on here. And then obviously we have the laptop.
Nick has now started to know some of my big upgrades.
This.
Would you like a cold beverage, my friend?
I would love a cold beverage.
Hold on.
Oh.
A lime seltzer.
Hey, thank you. It's actually kind of cold. This is wonderful.
To
Okay.
crack that open.
Crack it
that
open.
This is all about the experience. A cold beverage is not enough.
An espresso machine.
Yes. A coffee machine. A nice hot beverage.
Yes. Very anchored in, nice and sturdy.
And then obviously you would need a mug for this.
I would
correct?
hope so.
You would need a mug. Well, you don't have to bring your own here.
Actually, I'll just lie on the floor and it can go directly into my mouth.
How am I doing so far? Where are you at 1 to 10 on?
I gotta say, I wasn't expecting either of the things we pointed out so far. So this is pretty great.
And it looks quite neat. It's not perfectly cable matched, but it looks pretty good. I think.
What is this mug you have for me?
So the mugs are hidden away.
Yeah.
Right here.
I didn't even see that. They're hanging underneath.
Yeah.
The Hello Kitty, of
The
course.
Hello Kitty mugs. Will, would you like a hot beverage?
Yeah, absolutely.
You want a hot coffee?
Yeah.
How about that?
Wow.
Hello.
I say hello, kitty.
Hello, kitty.
How's that tasting for you? The thing is, all work and no play would make for a very dull day. So,
Thanks. Main event, of course. Oh my God. Is this your Twitch or your whatever it's called?
this is
Switch?
I decided to mount the Switch, which I will show you. Hold on 1 second. The Switch is mounted onto the back of the monitor, right back here.
So you've basically taken the bedroom of a 16-year-old and condensed it onto a cart. You just have everything you need right here.
Yeah,
You have cold beverages, coffee, video games.
Yes, I do. And the great thing is, if you're slacking on set, hold on, let me move this back a little bit.
Keep spinning.
I'll give you a spin later. A little bit of Zelda going on, and someone could actually be working.
I think
can-
my favorite is the mini fridge.
Yeah, the mini fridge is excellent.
Mostly because I'm a big seltzer fan.
Would you like a seltzer, my friend?
I would love a seltzer.
May I?
Well, why don't you come into here and grab a seltzer?
Come on in to the man cave condensed into a cart.
Wow, the lighting
will
under
say-
here
I
is
don't call
nice.
it that. I call it Phoenix.
The Phoenix.
Yes, I call this the Phoenix.
The Phoenix.
The Phoenix.
Why?
Because it's cool.
Okay. I will say though,
So retro.
all the guys that I've seen that shoot tethered for photography, they usually have like, a laptop and then they'll have like a stand for it.
Yeah.
That's obviously very easy to move around. This is a lot more going on, but you can kind of just like move it wherever you want. And I kind of prefer that. I feel like I'm on like a car show right now. Where we're just like, it's just two guys standing around their car with no music, just talking about the thing.
Have you been to one of the cart meetups?
I love the little coffee cup hooks.
Yeah, this is a nice touch.
Honest opinion, Will, what are you giving this cart?
Out of 10,
Yeah.
I'm going to give it an 8.
8 is very fair.
I feel like it's missing a couple things in my mind.
What is it missing?
There's no toaster oven. And personally, I love like an English muffin. So if we had a little coffee machine, mini fridge, and toaster oven, like right here, that would be ideal.
A little disappointed there's no pull-out couch. That would have really, drove it home for me. I will say an 8 out of 10. As far as my expectation, which was basically these over here, adding anything to it improves it. So an 8 is pretty good out of 10. I think I agree with that. As far as carts go,
And
this is pretty sick.
Your pull-out couch, although it's a funny idea, does make me think that some sort of swivel-out stool that you could sit on here.
So okay, would you bring this on set the way it is right now?
Oh, absolutely.
Seriously?
Dude, I will be the most popular guy on set. With a cart like this, at lunch,
It
we
would
will
go
all be
well.
playing Mario
It
Kart.
would go over very well, yeah.
Very well caffeinated.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. My only concern is
I've set up a few challenges to prove my cart's worth.
For the first of the challenges, I'm going to show you guys how maneuverable this thing actually is by taking it out into our hallway, down to our elevator, take it outside to our second challenge.
How riveting.
How riveting. You mind getting the door for me?
Yeah.
It does have a little bit of a sway to it.
Yeah, it's not fully solid.
It's not fully solid. That's the nature of a rock and roller cart. Maybe I do something
And
like this.
I guess it's in the name, eh?
Oh, I knocked down something.
Yeah,
Cut that out.
got that. You're losing points, Luke.
Oh, hold on.
To be honest, this was not looking good from the start.
All right, here we go. We're going out into the hallway.
Ready or not.
This is going pretty well so far. I mean, this is going very well like I thought.
It is doing what a cart does. It's rolling and staying in one place.
But it's a pretty tight corner right over there.
It was pretty, I wasn't sure about that corner, man. That was pretty dicey back there. Hey.
Does it clear?
I love the underglow.
Done? Dude, this is Pimp My
Some
Cart
vibe.
right now. This is Pimp My Cart. Coffee?
I mean, honestly, we're stuck here. If this elevator breaks right now, we're kind of good for a while.
We got the switch.
Yeah.
We got the switch. That's all that matters.
Oh, it is hot outside. It is very different than what it's like inside.
Yeah, humidity.
Remember last time when it was just raining the entire day we filmed? All right,
Kind of nice.
here we go.
For this challenge, I had to get my homemade cart down an uneven sidewalk, and I wasn't feeling particularly confident in this.
They're walking down there right now, and I'm actually not quite sure how this is going to do because there is zero suspension. The wheels are made of plastic. It's the only part I really haven't figured out yet with this thing.
Really praying this works. The church there.
Was that a church joke?
Yeah, what do you think? We've got some consistent bumps here.
You want to know what I think? What I think? That's what I think. Good look at Jesus right there. I don't know. No, he's shrugging. He's like, I don't know. Let's see what happens. He's about to straight away. Uh-oh. Oh, he lost a mug already.
The challenge didn't start yet.
I saw that.
The challenge didn't start yet. I didn't think about the mugs either. I didn't.
Is he listening to music? What is?
This is gonna go so bad.
So, let's see how this pans out for him. Whenever you're ready.
Right off the bat, this was feeling extremely unstable. But then, once I started going, it was smooth sailing.
She slipped on this video. What's gonna happen
Piece
next?
of cake. I knew it was gonna be fine. Piece of cake. And I'm not just saying that because we're a bakery. Notice how nothing has fallen? No, except for all the coffee
we have
pods.
to assess the situation.
Sorry.
I have noticed that the water reservoir is not straight anymore.
Actually, if you look, the entire coffee machine isn't quite straight.
That doesn't bode well.
No, it does not bode well.
So I think you have to keep it the way it is, right? For the next challenge.
That's a small adjustment.
Okay.
That's a small adjustment.
Okay, so you've survived the sidewalk. Now we have to up the scale a little bit, shall we?
What do you mean?
I think we now have to test it on uneven ground.
You know
As
it's
you will.
uneven? The challenge. The challenges are uneven. You guys are trying to sabotage me.
I thought we were supposed to test this.
I started to feel the scales were tipped against me, but I pressed on.
So, Will, I don't know if you want to show them what they're dealing with. We got some potholes, you know, the ground kind of like rolls and kind of like dips down and pops up in weird places.
This was nothing like the uneven sidewalk. This was torrential. This was awful. Some of the worst pavement I've ever seen.
Are you far into this game?
I finally just started to get a little farther into this.
Yeah.
So no, I'm still trying to. It's mostly just running around and doing small objectives. It's not really a lot of fighting.
Is this the one where you can get that the air glider thing?
Yes, it is. The air glider is quite fun.
Yeah.
Are you guys just playing Zelda?
No. Yeah, air glider.
But what? Don't you have something to do, Will?
Like this is what you want you want this in a cart. You want.
Oh,
My
yeah,
legs
dude.
are getting tired.
Fun, right? You know what I'd like to point out thus far?
Yeah.
You're enjoying this video.
Absolutely.
I knew it. All right.
All right, you're on your own, kid. So we're gonna follow you to the van.
Wait, I gotta go the whole way?
Yeah. You
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Yeah, you can start.
Didn't say anything about how fast I had to go.
No, yeah, you just gotta get there. Gotta.
Look, I arrived 15 minutes early on purpose.
Exactly, that's part of the battle.
I did my best trying to avoid any of the obstacles in my way, but still was
That was a
horribly
close one.
uneven.
This thing's built for handling.
So the real trick is getting around this corner here. That right turn.
Now this is where it gets tricky.
I'm just going for it.
You gotta go for it, man.
Speed and power. This is ridiculous. There's no good way.
Oh no, Luke. The director is adding a shot to the list.
No, he's
you
not.
gotta get there ahead of time
Okay,
now.
I'll be there soon.
Not bad, not bad.
I actually think it has less damage than last time.
Let's take a look. Everything seems to be in order. You didn't drop the mug this time.
I didn't.
impressively. Yeah, the 3 of them are still intact. 2 on the hooks, 1 in the cup holder.
You know what I
Okay.
think? You know why?
Okay.
I think that this thing is made and ready for anything.
With that, Nick and I started to indulge in some of the cart's best
Always
features.
enjoyed watching people play video games. There's a little bit of the
I like watching Let's Play.
voyeurism of this in a good way. Like, that's the broader definition is just witnessing other people doing things.
Yes, yeah. Usually sexual things.
Not well, that's one of the definitions, but yeah, I guess that's true.
I think people who buy Inovativ carts are voyeurs.
How?
When you got money like that, they got no personality. So you gotta watch it.
You're just bored.
Yeah. See, this took some real personality and perseverance to create.
Perseverance to create this,
Yeah, yeah. I had some
Good
creativity.
trials and tribulations.
I made jokes along the way. Lost some friends. I'm gonna have to get one of those seltzers in a minute. Ah, how'd they hit me in the air?
Oh, I got you, man.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
No problem.
If anyone asks what we're doing, we just tell them we're doing surveying.
Yeah.
We're surveying
Surveying what exactly?
the voyeurs.
The voyeurs?
Yeah,
Wait, isn't that's super meta? So
that's true. We are watching who think
the voyeurs are watching the voyeurs?
we are watching the watchers,
Oh shit.
and they don't know they're being watched.
Damn.
It's Godspeed.
Amen to that.
Amen to that, brother. Amen to that.
Amen.
You know what I find incredible is there, a lot of people have walked by and no one's really said anything.
Wanna know why?
Why is that? We're just not weird enough.
Because carts aren't that interesting.
Oh, no. No. No, you know what'd be great? Halo LAN party on set. All departments against each other.
I've never played that game. No, I have, but like not really.
I was about to say, oh, dude, photo finish.
Beautiful. I like how we're playing Mario Kart on
Yeah.
this.
With a coffee machine at my disposal, I decided to indulge in a viral recipe.
How is it?
Ooh, actually, you know what? I don't like that at all.
No.
It was good on the first hit.
Yeah, like it got to the bottom.
Oh, it's pretty disgusting.
Stop being a baby.
So
If you're enjoying this,
what are we watching?
how about you enjoy more of our videos?
No, he's a streamer. He's still getting it started.
We're always working on bigger and better
Put
ones.
some respect. God damn it.
I cut it into a lemon. It works 15% of the time.
And being pretty ridiculous along the way.
Come on.
Luke is the true like a snob.
I'm not the
like
Subscribe now to be notified when we make new videos.
How's it feel to be today's Quentin Tarantino?
hopefully on tomorrow's also.
Never ends. It doesn't ever end.
We're gonna get this in your car right now. I'm not gonna lie to you, I really don't see this happening, especially in 3 minutes, and that was your promise.
I
so-
did say if I could get this into my vehicle in 3 minutes or less, you guys have to both give this a 10 out of 10.
And if you can't get it in, then we each get a bloomin' onion from Outback Steakhouse, right?
That's what you said.
I don't remember saying this, but
I thought that was an agreed upon thing, Nick.
I mean, that was sort of implied.
I'm so sure about it.
I thought it was an implication.
Yeah.
Great.
I'm sure about
Yeah.
it.
Great.
Bloomin' onions are kind of far away, though, so I may just get you a beer.
You can order them now.
Yeah.
They'll ship it over
They'll ship
all the way from Australia?
from the Outback,
No shit.
from down under. This is not happening in 3 minutes.
This is going to happen in 3 minutes.
You have to take everything off of this, get it into the car. You've got, sure, it's a big car, but there's no way. I'm getting my timer out though.
Okay.
Let's see what you got. And 3, 2, 1, go. Where are you going?
Putting it in my vehicle.
What? This is not what we discussed.
Wait, no.
This is not what we discussed, Luke. I'm not helping. I'm not touching a thing.
I feel really lied to.
Yeah, I knew there was gonna be some sort of catch.
The mud, that's really the catch here. Get my nice.
He's entering some terrain difficulty. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I'm not gonna lie.
Have you guys seen Captain America and the Winter Soldier?
I'm not gonna lie, this is not happening. I almost feel like I need to step in. Oh! Oh! Oh my god. Oh my god. We lost the mug.
Done.
Minute 12. I am actually very impressed by that. I was really about to step in because it looked like the monitor was going to come off. I wasn't sure if your legs were about to give out, but you got it on. Minute 12.
Yep.
Not your car, but...
Whoa. I did say my vehicle. For being clear here, I said my vehicle. The Grippin electric van for Lady Lease is registered to me. No cheating here.
I'm not going to dispute that it's your vehicle, so that's...
I really thought you guys would push me like, no, we got to do this right, and I really can do the car.
I was about to stop you.
Because I kind of want to go get a bloomin' onion.
There was a casualty there.
Is it broken?
No.
Wow, these Hello Kitty cups are the strongest cups in God's green earth.
Yeah, should I throw it at that brick
Definitely
wall?
get your money's worth, yeah.
That's what I was saying while I was up there. There was a scene in Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
And he's holding the helicopter.
Yeah.
I felt like that. Yeah.
Or Spider-Man between the two subway cars. When he's...
A little bit trying to get this thing on the truck.
If it was any easier, I might be frustrated with you lying about which vehicle you were going to put it in, but that looked like a struggle. So
that was quite difficult. Thank you, my trophy. So do I get a 10 out of 10 from both of you?
that's a 10 out of 10. I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
Now for Nick. If this didn't impress him, nothing will.
I feel a little bit like you're asking me to be impressed by a cart for being able to do the job it was designed for.
Excuse me. The whole thing is that carts are as simple as wheels, shelf, shelf. This is more.
That was beautiful.
Yes.
That was poetry. I will admit I was not prepared for an ice cold beverage, some caffeine to get me through the day, and some, electronic video game enjoyment just to lighten the workload of the pressures of everyday life as an adult. So to be honest with you, I am impressed by this.
That's all I really needed in life.
More so just like I'm impressed by the lack of shame involved in designing this whole thing. I think there's a bit of resentment that you've designed something that basically works against work that you then bring to work.
Yes, but all work and no play makes the first AC a dull boy. I've actually impressed myself, and that's what I care about the most.
I still think carts are boring, but this one's all right, if I'm honest. So put her there. I think you got something here.
Angus. I love it.
Kind of hungry now.
Yeah, you want to get a bloomin' onion?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
I'll drive.
All right.
You guys want to get in?
Yo, thanks for watching, guys. This has been Pimp My Car. We just wanted to show you what we're cooking up this week. Hope this impressed you. If you want your car pimped out, hit us up. Let's get cooking.
Ladies!